Hey y'all, it's Rhonda with Sugar and Flame Candle Co. and I am making a video documenting my journey through candle making, right? So I started making candles a few years ago and I started doing some other stuff, and now I'm back because I'm realizing I like doing this and I'm good at it. Right? So let's get to it. Today we're going to talk about how I almost got scammed for a craft show on Facebook. Then we're going to talk about my candles that I am currently testing. I'll be so happy when I'm through this testing phase because I am ready to publish them, okay? And we're going to talk about these Avery labels I got today, and I'm a little disappointed about them and why. So let's go ahead and get to it, right? So I almost got scammed on Facebook. They almost got me for like 60 bucks. But I knew something wasn't right. So I'm on like the Illinois vendor show group, right? And I see a post because I got a day off from work and it happens to be Mother's Day. My son is coming into town. We're going to spend some time together. What better way to spend Mother's Day than to help your mom at a craft fair, sell her stuff, right? Let's go ahead and put this together, baby. So anyways, I'm looking through, I'm like, man, can I find something on Mother's Day on Sunday the 14th? Can I? And I found it and I was like, oh, okay, great, okay. So I made a comment under there. I'm interested. Please send info to info@sugarandflamecandleco.com, right? Immediately, they sent an email. They like, we still got a few spots left. Tell me about your business. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I hit them with a little blurb, you know, Sugar and Flame Candle Co. We sell wax melts, candles, room sprays. We're a home fragrance company. We're sustainable. All of our stuff is made with coconut wax and coconut apricot wax and phthalate free and all that, you know, and it's biodegradable. Woo, 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 woo. I'm a little elevator pitch popping, right? So they hit me back like, man, we don't have anybody like you, right? So go ahead and fill out the application and then send your vendor fee. No, I said, no. There was like, how you want to send your vendor fee? Would you like to send it either PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle? And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I'm a real business. I'm registered, right? I got a real business bank account. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we could do PayPal because I have a business PayPal account. So that was like, they hit me back. This all happened in an email, right? So they hit me back and they like, okay, send the payment through PayPal, friends and family. Immediate, red flag. Friends and family? I ain't your friend or your family. I'm not about to do that. I know that when you send something through PayPal, friends and family, you are no longer protected to file a claim and try to get your money back if it's a scam, if it don't follow through, if you don't get what you were promised, none of that, right? So we ain't gonna do that. So my homegirl, she's sitting across from me at the table, you know, and I'm like, okay, peep game, right? Check this out. What you think about this? She was like, it's giving red flags. It's giving, don't do it. So I was like, okay, cool. So I hit them back like, I have a business PayPal account and it doesn't have an option for friends and family because it's business. It's a business account. It's registered. And then she was telling me about how, no, because she's an entrepreneur too, right? So she was telling me about how she had a situation where she had sent a payment through Zelle or received a payment, sent the payment through Zelle, and when it didn't follow through like it was supposed to, she was able to file a claim through Zelle because Zelle is connected from one bank to another bank, right? And so you can file a claim and you can get your money back, right? So I was like, okay, so, you know, because I'm already feeling some kind of way, but if it come down to it and I need to file a claim, at least I can get my money back, right? So I hit them back with the, I can do Zelle though, you know. So they send me the link to the application, like it's a Google Doc. So I'm like, Google Doc? I don't know. It's like I'm feeling funny about this, right? So then I started noticing something like, no. So then they hit me with another email like, please kindly let us know when you're ready to make the payment. I'm like, kindly. You know, most people who have English as their first language do not use the word kindly in that way. So now the red flags are going off. They're going off. It's loud up in here. Red lights is flashing everywhere. Flags are flying. So then I go back to the post and I'm like, okay, the name on the post is not the name on the email. And then on this last message, the signature at the bottom of the email had a whole different name, right? So now we got 3 different names going here. We got the name of the person who posted the post on Facebook, and it's a picture of a white lady. And I'm like, now I know, you know, if it's a white lady, 9 times out of 10, English is probably her first language. And it just don't, oh no. So then I go back and I'm like noticing like, it's a few, like, it's a word they use like ANSI, like please ANSI, ANSI, the application and something. So I'm like, ANSI, I ain't never heard of that word before. Like something ain't hitting right here, right? So like I said, I went back. The name on the post was a traditional, like, American name with a picture of a white lady as a profile picture. The name that came across on the Gmail was a different name. Was a different name. The signature on the bottom of the email was another name. Then the final, like, red flag for me was when they sent the email with the Zelle information, like, send your Zelle payment to this email address, right? And the email address was like a string of letters that didn't make any sense with a couple of numbers in there at gmail.com. And I'm like, oh, hell no. They're trying to get me. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And I was really disappointed because I really wanted to do that. I work so much that I hardly ever have the time to actually do an event. And it's something that I really, really want to do. So that's really disappointing. So I go back to the Facebook group and I'm like searching through. Let me see if I can find something else, right? So I'm searching through, and that exact same Mother's, like 3rd annual Mother's Day craft and vendor fair post, it came up like down the timeline of the group. Like I had scrolled for like a while. And I found it again. It was the exact same one. And this one had comments because the first one that I responded to, it only had one other person respond. And they had responded like, please send to my email address. My email address is woo-woo. So, you know, I had followed suit or whatever. So when I found this one, there was like 22 comments. And I went to the comments and it was like, this is a scam alert. You know, please take them off. You know, woo. I'm like, yep. I knew it. I knew it was a scam. Spidey senses elevated level 10 up in here. Or maybe level 8. I mean, honestly, there's a part of me that wouldn't let me send that money anyway. Which is why I didn't. You know, the first red flag was friends and family. And once I seen that, I was turned off. Okay. So, needless to say, more than likely, I would not be doing a craft show for Mother's Day unless I go to like the local flea market, which is always an option. So I don't know, we'll see. Meanwhile, I have candles that I am experimenting with, right? So the thing about the candles is like, I want to do something different. I need to stand out, you know, and I want to be unique because, I mean, let's just be honest. The market is saturated, right? And you need to do, what is it about your candles that should make people want to buy, grab their attention? What makes you different? What makes you better? Why should they buy your candles, right? First of all, you need to stand out. You need to be able to grasp their attention and make them intrigued and make them want to buy you and show it off to their friends so their friends will buy, right? Word of mouth. Okay, so I decided I wanted to do marble candles because it's sugar and flame. My colors are bright and happy and, you know, whatever. So I want to stay with that theme. So I decided to go with like a marble effect. And I've never done marbling, so I have a few of them current right now, right? So this was like the first, wait a minute. This was the first one. So this is Beach House, right? I have all these candles are like wax melt scents that I have currently. So like this was the first one. So the first one I did, you can see that right there. I put the dye in when the wax was too hot, and it really just kind of like went up in the wax, like went up in the middle, and you can see how it just kind of like, it didn't do what I needed to do, right? So smells good, but not quite the look I'm going for, right? Not what I'm going for. So then the second one I did was this one, right? So this is First Kiss, right? So it's getting a little better, right? I'm sticking it in. I let it set for a little longer. But I don't really, this isn't the look I'm going for either, because it's very concentrated, right? So I'm like, okay, this isn't really marbled. So I'm like, you know, second attempt. It's like delectable. This is like a strawberry cotton candy lemonade. It's so amazing. But this is not what I was going for. So fail. But I'm going to test these candles anyway, just so I can see how they do, because why not? I'm not going to sell it because I don't like the way it looks. So then I did another one. I did this one. Now this one marbled, right? And this one doesn't have as much wax in it because I was getting a little frustrated, right? This is like the boyfriend hoodie scent, right? So this one turned out okay, but I didn't like the fact that I had to, because this is like, you know, coconut wax is a single pour wax. And I didn't like the fact that I had to melt the top, because I had to melt it down so much on the sides while trying to swirl it or whatever. And then you can see like the separation at the top. And I'm just not really happy with that, you know. And it was just a lot going on. But this was a little closer to what I was going for. So I'm like, okay, you know, we're getting somewhere, right? We're making it. We're getting there, right? I like that part right there. But then I had a glass of coffee and I went in with a purpose and I made this. Now, I love this. It's giving me graffiti, right? And I'm like, that's a whole vibe. It's urban, it's fun, it's just it just gives, and I love it. Only problem is I'm not entirely sure how I did it. So what I'll be working on over the next couple of weeks is trying to recreate this candle, but I do want to bring this down a little more into here, a little more up top, right? And I want to see how it looks when I do like two colors, right? But this is like the this is Mediterranean mint. So, and it smells amazing. And you don't really see it at the top because it's really concentrated just on the glass. And I really like this, and this is the look that I'm going for once I figure out how I did it. So this is the look. Once I master this, it's on and popping. Okay, so coming soon. Okay, right? I ordered some labels off of Avery. So I make my own labels. I have a really nice laser printer that I spent a lot of money on. Partially, I think I may have talked about this in a previous video, but partially because I had an inkjet printer and I was printing my labels for my wax melts on there, and it's like the ink just sits on top of the label and it was still like rubbing off. So it's like, you know, every time you handle it, it's like, it's just, you're getting black stuff on your hands, it smudges, it looks very unprofessional. It does not look like, it doesn't look pristine. Because this is not an art project, you know, I'm going for a certain type of look. And I've been struggling with label design because it's not really my strong suit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like initially, I was gonna go with, these vessels, right? Because I don't have to make a label for these, and all I have to do is just put the, you know, safety seal at the bottom or whatever. But I was gonna go with something like this, and I still might because I'm struggling. like for specialty or occasion candles or something. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so I bought these from Avery. They're supposed to be waterproof and oil proof. I have not used them yet. They literally, like, I just grabbed this out the mailbox. I haven't used them yet. But I'm a little disappointed because it's like, okay, you see this waterproof film labels. Film. For some reason, I associated film with glossy, with gloss. They're matte. And I don't know. To me, like, gloss is just, gives it that zest, you know, that zing. But it's not. So this is the label. These are the labels right here. And they're matte. They're very matte. But I'm going to use them because I bought them. And I'm going to use them until I use them all. And I am going to figure out how to get the glossy labels that I desire. Because I know what I want. And I'm going to get what I want, you know. But I don't waste my money. So if I paid for them, I opened them up already, I'm just going to go ahead and use them. At least they could be like tester labels for it that I can use on these sample jars to see how they look. And play with them a little bit from there. And I'm glad I only ordered one, you know, of them because I wanted to test it out and just make sure it was what I needed. So, and then I'm kind of, I don't know, like, I kind of feel like these are the 2x2 square. And on the Candle Science website where I got these vessels from, it said like for the square to use like a 2x2, but it just kind of seems like it might be too small. So I don't know. I guess I'll find out once I put it on there, huh? Thank you for coming to my little talk, right? My little conversation, you know. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you have any pointers or anything you would like to say about it, go ahead and comment in the comments. Make sure you follow here and on TikTok. Because I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers so I can get into the creator space or whatever. I got like 9,100 something like that. I'm very close. But yeah. Until the next video. Peace.